The old Victorian house stood silhouetted against a bruised twilight sky, its many gables and towering turrets clawing at the dwindling light like skeletal fingers. Blackwood Manor, the locals called it, as much a name as it was a warning. A place steeped in whispers, whispered tales of unspoken horrors, whispered tragedies, whispers of something lurking, waiting. And I, Arthur Finch, a writer of unsettling tales, couldn't resist its haunting pull. Some stories demand to be told. This one had been calling my name for years. With an old leather-bound notebook, a voice recorder, and an unhealthy fascination with the macabre, I pushed open the stiff iron gates. The door was a massive slab of oak, scarred with grotesque gargoyles, their shapes twisted in silent agony. As the hinges groaned open, a figure emerged, a gaunt, pale woman with hair like cobwebs and eyes too heavy for her emaciated frame.
"Mr. Finch, I've been expecting you. The house doesn't take kindly to those it doesn't invite."
I forced an awkward smile. "I'm only here for a story," I said. "I don't rattle easy."
"The house will determine that."
Over the following days, I explored its decaying halls, each room telling part of its terrible tale. The decaying tapestries whispered forgotten secrets. The portraits of stern-faced forebears gazed back with disdain. The library held shelves upon shelves of leather-bound, hand-scrawled books, many burdened with cryptic annotations that alluded to some obsession with rituals and summoning. The dining room was frozen in time, its sprawling mahogany table set with a feast that had long since rotted into dust. But the turreted master bedroom was worst of all. It hung heavy with legend. Lord Blackwood had made his final descent into madness there, murdering his wife as he worshipped a nameless horror. I avoided the space in daylight, but nightmares drove me back. Whispers crawled along the walls, shadows stretched unnaturally, forming clawed, hideous shapes that flickered just beyond recognition. I tried dismissing these horrors as dream residue. But when Mrs. Albright's rasping voice told me, "The house is aware of you! It does not forget!" my fragile excuses crumbled. Dread took form the night I unearthed the hidden journal. Bound in something disturbingly organic, every page bore inscriptions, rituals, promises to summon eldritch power. The final line chilled me. "The house demands its due." That night was merciless. There was no sanctuary from its whispers. They slithered through every crevice, weaving my name into their chorus. Walls cracked and swelled as if breathing, the shadows peeling from corners and chasing me through the halls. Desperate, shaking, I stumbled into the master bedroom, the cursed heart of it all. Mrs. Albright was there, but her blank eyes sparkled with a dreadful light. Her lips twisted into a grotesque grin. Her voice split into layers, both hers and something far older. "The house has chosen you, Mr. Finch," she exhaled as she raised a gleaming silver blade. Before I could scream, the shadows closed in, swallowing me whole. The house had written its story, a smothering truth buried in blood and despair. And now, like countless souls before me, my name joined the whispers in Blackwood Manor, forever.